the scene or song that you look forward to every night? My song?
I think my favorite moment is with Jenny. Just the bond that we've created off stage and the security that we've created makes it possible for us to claw each other's eyes out every night. And it's just really, it's gratifying to be in a scene where it's not really about him. It's about our own stakes as women and us holding our ground as women. And I spend a lot of the show listening to people say really terrible things about my character. So to be able to come in to a space with a woman who is notable in her own right, talented in her own right, and have my shoulders back and look her squarely in the face and have dignity for myself is so important for my character. And I just really love playing that scene with her. It's just always, who knows what's going to happen in that moment. So just that whole scene is just really fun to play. So that's my fifth string.
My favorite is definitely one of that is like number one. Number two would be when you're smiling, because that's my husband. So I got my sister, I got my husband. My real life husband, DeWitt Fleming, who does the tap dance.
My favorite is Up a Lazy River. It's been my favorite since rehearsal. It's just so pure, and it really says a lot about where we are in consciousness because of that song. And then the echo of that song also says where we are in consciousness because of the lynching that happens. So I really like, the X-ray of that song.
It's easy for me. I have three moments that I look forward to. One, I get the best seat in the house because I get to walk up while Jenny is singing. So she's singing, but she's center, and I can stand on the floor and I just look at her. And I'm watching, and I get to do it every night. So if she does a different riff, I'm like, hey, and I get to react. I'm like, you think I'm acting? I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's wow, that's good. But then also, there's those moments where you get to be on stage with your boys. And I've known DeWitt, I've known her husband for a very, very long time. And so for us to get to share the stage together in that moment and dance together and have that whole scene is so much fun. But there is something about watching. I make a joke in the show that you can see me, but I can also see you. Watching the reaction during What a Wonderful World is one of my favorite things. Because there's a moment where there are folks, you can see in people's faces, them remembering when they first heard it, where they were, they're holding hands with people. You see young people, older people, there's not a person that isn't, touched by the song. And then even the people that weren't touched. I love when the wives drag their husbands to a musical. And the brothers are sitting there just stone-faced for the whole show. Just like, nah, I'm not into this. I'm here because of her. And then the Wonderful World starts, you see them go, it's so cool to see that song touch people because it's a part of our show. But Louis didn't know what that song was going to be. Louis passed away before the song became #1. The song, when it first came out, was #1 in Europe, but it wasn't #1 in America. It didn't become #1 in America until Robin Williams put it in Good Morning Vietnam. So Louis never got to see what the song would become for the rest of the world. So for us to get to do this show and get to watch what it does every night is the coolest experience. And I love singing it. I love the fact I get to sing it with these four ladies. Also, come on, there's not a dope woman singer that is better than these four right here. There are moments where I almost forgot to sing. I'm like, right, I'm supposed to do something. Because they're here, so that's cool. That's one of my favorite moments.
I love it. But thank you so much.